And the Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Kenny Masterson coming to you live from Winfield, Missouri, where we are in the first round of the boys' side of the Winfield tournament. Tonight, you are going to see the game between the Christian High School Eagles and your hometown Elsberry Indians. The Christian Eagles are ranked number 1 in this tournament, and the Indians are ranked number 8. So that's the way tournament brackets go. Number 1 plays number 8, and so that's the way it falls tonight. And we just got done seeing a very good game. Went into overtime between the host team, Winfield Warriors, and the Lutheran St. Charles. And you know what? I don't even know what their mascot was. Sat here and watched the whole game just about and didn't pay any attention to what their mascot was. Anyway, it was a Winfield victory, 64-57 in overtime. And so the second game tonight, see, that game started at 3:30. And since it went into overtime, that's why this game is going to run a little behind. It was supposed to start 5 minutes ago, and we still have 8 minutes on the clock till it starts. You got to give these athletes a chance to warm up, and so they're going to give them a few minutes. I think they started off with 12 minutes. Give them a chance to warm up, and then they'll be hurrying through this game. But let me go ahead and give you the roster of these two teams, and then I will give you the starting lineups as they put them out. That saves me from having to go down, and there's a lot of times these coaches don't know the starting lineup until right before the game starts. I have found that out. They don't necessarily know them. They're seeing who's looking good at any given time during warm-ups. So anyway, playing tonight for Christian High School on the roster is number 1, Roy Horry, a sophomore. Number 3, Caden McMullen, a junior. Number 10, Zori Dotson, a senior. He's the lone senior on this team. Number 11, R.J. Horry, a junior. Number 12, Dane Bishop, a sophomore. Number 13, Roddy Alexander, a junior. Number 23, Kalen Black, a junior. Number 24, Christian Davis, a sophomore. Number 25, Tank Billings, a freshman. Number 33, Colby Bolden, a junior. And number 54, Nathan Lund, a sophomore. That's the roster for the Christian High School. By the way, they will be in white. They will be the home team for this game. Elsberry's going to be in their red uniform. They'll be the visiting team. So going through the roster of tonight for Elsberry is going to be number 1, Cody Thornhill. Number 2, Joel Mound. Number 3, Jack St. Pierre. Number 4, Deshaun Dodson. Number 5, Eli Gladney. Number 11, Caden Kinsler. Number 12, Kyle Turnbull. Number 14, Kobe Twellman. Number 20, Bryce Irving. Number 22, Kane Sadler. Number 24, Jake Reimel. Number 44, Gabriel Hill. And number 50, Bo Henry, although I don't believe Bo Henry's going to be playing tonight. He's still coming off of a knee injury. I was talking to him last week, and he thought he was going to be back for this game, but I was talking to the coach earlier this afternoon, and he is not back. So he's not actually going to be playing tonight. He's not in tonight's lineup. But I'm not really sure when they're expecting him to be back. It's a pretty good loss for this team. Bo's got a lot of height on him, and ball control and shooting. So anyway, 4.5 minutes, they're saying, until this game gets started. And as you can see there, the captains and the referees and the coaches are all standing out there. I think I don't know, they may be talking about travel plans for later on. Not sure what they're talking about. I don't get invited to those meetings. So anyway, before we get going, let's go ahead and take a break here and get these commercials started. I know you're really anxious to hear them.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, we are back. One thing I didn't mention was the fact that Elsberry is 0-3 on the season so far, and they're coming off of a loss to Warrenton last Wednesday night. And Christian High School, this is their first game of the season. I mean, they had the jamborees and everything, or jamboree, there's only one of them, but there was 3 scrimmages in those games. So I guess they're going on potential and everything on how they ranked these schools for the tournament. Like I said, Elsberry is 0-3, and they didn't look fantastic in the 2 games that I've seen. I've missed one of their games. They played up in Mexico, and I wasn't able to get to that game. The other 2 games, they held their own, but they just got overpowered in those games. But anyway, we are getting ready now to don't know if they're going to do the national anthem or not, but we're getting ready to do the starting lineups. And as I get them, I will give them to you. Well, they just introduced the referees. All right, starting for Elsberry, number 2, Joel Mound. Number 3, Jack St. Pierre. Number 5, Eli Gladney. Number 24, Jake Reimel. And number 44, Gabriel Hill. That's your starting lineup for tonight. Now for the home team of the this tournament tonight. Number 1, Ray Horry. And number 11, R.J. Horry. Who's that? Number 23, Kalen Black. Number 24, Kristen Davis. And I missed one. Somewhere along the line, I missed one. Okay, we got 1, 23, 24, 13. No, okay, number 13, Roddy Alexander. All right, it looks like it's going to be Gabrielle Hill jumping against Kalen Black. Everybody's ready. There goes the ball up in the air. Elsberry controls the ball. Jake Reimel has it. Brings it across the timeline. He's got it out on the perimeter. Gets it over to Gabrielle Hill. It's almost stolen. There's Joel Mound going up for two, and it does not drop in. Another shot for Elsberry doesn't drop in, and now the rebound from the other end goes to Jake Reimel. He takes it down, but then slows it up and brings it back out on the perimeter. Jake Reimel out on the baseline into Eli Gladney. And Eli Gladney is fouled out around the free throw line. That foul is on number 11, R.J. Horry. Obviously his first foul. They get the ball into Hill. They're passing it around. St. Pierre has it now. Pass right to Christian. And there was a layup. Number 24, Christian Davis. And Christian takes the lead. Now they steal the ball again. And a foul is called. That foul is on Jake Reimel. His first. The score of 2-0, 6:53 remaining in the first quarter. We've played 1:07. Christian has the ball out of bounds, gets it out to number 23 over to number 24. I'll get their names here in a few minutes. All right, there's R.J. Horry with the ball out on the high post. Cross-court pass. There's a three-point shot, and it's good for Ray Horry. So, 5-0 lead quickly for Christian. Joel Mound with the ball, gets it across the timeline. Jack St. Pierre throws the ball up, and it goes over the backboard. Turnover. Elsberry to Christian. Right, there's Roddy Alexander with the ball. Gets it back out to the high point. That was Roddy Alexander with a three-point attempt, and no good. Jake Reimel with the rebound, and he takes it up, and his ball stolen right out of his hand. Easy layup there for Roddy Alexander. 7-0 lead. A lot of pressure put on by Christian right now. And once again, ball stolen. Only he was knocked down. Let's see. That foul was on Eli Gladney, on Elsberry. So Christian's ball out of bounds. R.J. Horry throws it in to Ray Horry. They look pretty impressive so far. They're good at stealing the ball. There's a three-point attempt. No good. St. Pierre up with the rebound. Gets it over to Joel Mound. Into Hill, but the pass is stolen, and here comes a layup attempt. No good. Jake Reimel with the rebound. And that foul was on Caden McMullen. So once again, now here's St. Pierre. It's the ball back to, they're telegraphing their passes, and Christian is taking advantage of every one of them. Another shot there should have fallen, but it didn't. Joel Mound couldn't get his feet to stop. So he is called for traveling. And Winfield takes a timeout to see what truck has hit them so far. I just got reminded I said Winfield. Okay, I was sitting here watching the Winfield game before. Yes, this is Elsberry playing Christian. It's red and white. What can I say? Red and white and black. So anyway, yes, Elsberry with the timeout. 4:42 remaining in the first quarter. The score is 7-0 Christian over Elsberry. So far for Christian, we have Ray Horry with a three-pointer, Roddy Alexander with 2 points, and Christian Davis with 2 points. And Elsberry has yet to score. Ball's going to be out of bounds to Christian High School. The ball into R.J. Horry. He's got the ball out about 30 feet away. He drives it in, gets it over. Layup there for Christian Davis, another 2 points. Jake Reimel tried to bring the ball up, and Christian is just stealing that ball every opportunity they get. That ball rolled in and out, but they get an offensive rebound, puts the ball up, no good. Another offensive rebound, and they take it out to set it up again. Out on the high post, there's a three-point shot, no good, and Reimel up with the rebound. He gets the ball over to Gladney, and that pass was broken up. Pass was broken up by Kalen Black. So Joel Mound has the ball, throws it into St. Pierre. Gabriel Hill has it out on the point. And it's just almost like they're just passing to Christian. So Christian with the ball out of bounds. There's a three-point attempt. No good, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by Eli Gladney as Christian Davis trying that three-pointer. So Christian with the ball out of bounds under their basket. Keeping it out on the perimeter. Looking for any opportunity to get inside with it. Driving the baseline is number 33, Colby Bolden. And a foul called on his drive in. That foul is on Gabriel Hill, be his first foul. Beautiful pass in, and Roddy Alexander up with the 2 points. Ball knocked out of Eli Gladney's hand. And that shot was blocked. Rebound picked up by Roddy Alexander, and he picks up another 2 points and a foul. So with 2:59 remaining in the first quarter, the score is now 13-0, Christian over Elsberry. Make that 14-0. Gabriel Hill Trying to get it across the timeline. He does. There's Joel Mount for 3 points. No good, and rebound Christian. And a layup was no good. That was Christian Davis. All right, here's Eli Gladney right underneath, and his shot will not drop. There was Christian Davis with another 2 points right underneath. Elsberry can't get anything to happen right for him. All right, we got Kane Sadler and coming in for the first time. Reimel's coming back in. Caden Kinsler is in now also. So Gabriel Hill has it out on the point. Kinsler has it now in the, oh geez. And ball stolen by Christian, and who was that? That was 33. That was Colby Bolden with 2 points. And Elsberry just cannot get control of anything in this game so far. Score is 18-0. Minute and a half left in the first quarter. Kinsler dribbling the ball, and he has it taken right away from him. And there was an offensive foul on Roddy Alexander. That's his first of the night. Basket was no good. He got the ball across the timeline. Gabriel Hill with it now, dribbling around, and he's going to drive in. And that foul, a pushing foul, is called on number 33, Colby Bolden. That's his second foul of the night. So they get the ball into St. Pierre. He's got it dribbling around now. Here's a three-point attempt by Jake Reimel. No good. Offensive or defensive rebound for Christian. And there was Ray Horry with 2 points. Three points by Jake Reimel, and it's good. So, Elsberry at least gets on the board before the quarter's out. Christian is just going to run the clock down, get the last shot. Under 10 seconds to go in the quarter. And here's a three-point attempt. No good. Hill with the rebound, and nothing doing. Time runs out. So at the end of 8 minutes of play, first quarter, the score is Christian High School 20 and Elsberry Indians 3. Let's take a break.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness, They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, we are back for the second quarter. Fresh new 8 minutes on the clock. And the ball is going to be brought in by Christian High School. They've slowed the game down considerably. And there is, whoa, I can't believe that wasn't a foul somewhere along the line. Three-point shot was no good. See who this foul is on. Foul is on Joel Mound. That's his first of the night. That three-point attempt was Roddy Alexander over here on the near baseline. He drives in, puts the ball up, no good. And it's out of bounds against Christian. Hill gets the ball into Kinsler. He brings it up the court. Kinsler drives on in, gets his 2 points. Christian's back to playing it fast. And here's a foul called on Jake Reimel. How many is that on him? That's his second. All right, Christian with the ball out of bounds. Gets it into Christian Davis. Here's a three-point attempt. No good. All right, Elsberry with the ball. Gets it down on the baseline. Back out to St. Pierre. Now Kinsler brings it around. And the ball is just stolen right out of his hands. And an easy layup there for Kalen Black. Hits for his first 2 points of the night. Ball's out of was out of bounds. Thought it was out of bounds. It wasn't, but Christian came up with it and then lost control of it, going down to the other end. Joel Mound bringing it up. That pass is stolen. And all the rebounds are going to Christian. And that was Roddy Alexander with another 2 points and a foul. That makes the score 24-5. Roddy Alexander on the line for one shot. It's up and falls in. Okay, Elsberry with the ball out of bounds. Still a full court press for Christian. And ball is stolen. And Ray Horry puts the ball up. Does not get the shot, but he does draw the foul. And that foul is on Eli Gladney. It's his second of the night. First free throw's up and no good. Second shot is no good. Offensive rebound. That was Christian Davis with another 2 points. Puts the ball right back up. Pass was tipped. And Christian comes up with it. 3-point shot for Ray Horry. Elsberry tries to get it across the timeline. They do. And that ball was tipped out of bounds. Goes over to Christian. And there's another 2 points for Kalen Black. Colby Twellman now with the ball. Pass given right into the hands of Christian Davis for another 2 points. Elsberry just can't seem to get it across that line. And that went off the foot. That went off the foot of Eli Gladney. And turnover goes over to Christian. So they have the ball out on the perimeter. There's a 3-point attempt, no good. Kinsler came up with the rebound, but when he grabbed it, his foot was on the outside line. So the ball stays with Christian High School. 34-5, 4:13 remaining in the half. There's a 3-point attempt. No good, but he gets his own rebound and puts it up. That is R.J. Horry for his first 2 points of the night. Gabriel Hill gets it. As soon as he got it across the line, then the ball was taken from him, and Ray Horry with 2 more points. And Elsberry throws the ball out of bounds. So Christian takes it out with 3:38 remaining in the half. Scores 38-5. There's number 24 right underneath. That is Christian Davis for another 2 points. All right, Hill gets it across the line. Here's Colby Twellman with the ball. Colby Twellman tries to drive in, and the ball is off the foot of Colby Bolden. So out of bounds to Elsberry under the basket. Gets the ball into Hill, and the ball is knocked out of his hand. And Colby Bolden goes in for a layup, misses the shot, but draws the foul. So he's on the line for 2 shots. First shot is no good. Here's Jake Reimel back in the game, taking Kinsler's place. Bolden for his second shot. And it's no good. But offensive rebound to Christian. Three-point attempt. No good. Rebound once again to Christian. And R.J. Horry has it out on the point. They get it down deep. Get it down deep to Christian Davis. And he draws a foul from Gabriel Hill. That is his third foul of the night. Puts Christian Davis on the line for two shots. First shot is good. And the second one's up and good. Makes the score 41-5, 42-5. All right. They've pulled the press off, so Elsberry can get it across the line now. Colby Twellman tries to drive it in. Draws a foul on Christian Davis. It's his first of the night. Okay, Elsberry gets it out of bounds under the basket. Twellman with it out on the point. Gets it over to Cody Thornhill, and pass broken up by Christian, and they bring it on down the court. Shot was no good, but Christian does retain control of the ball underneath the basket. And they get the ball in deep, and that was Nathan Lund, and he sends it back out again to the point where Roddy Alexander has it. 1.5 minutes remaining in the half. Ball was put up by number 12, Dane Bishop, for 2 points. And there was a turnover on the throw-in. So Christian's ball again underneath their own basket, 44-5. There was a jump ball there, and on alternating possessions, that goes over to Elsberry. St. Pierre bringing it up now. No pressure, maybe a little bit of half-court pressure by Christian. And stolen right away from him. And there was Roddy Alexander with 2 more points. Jake Reimel tried to drive in and drew a foul. That foul was on Dane Bishop. That's his first of the night. So Reimel is on the line for 1-1. No good, and Christian with the rebound. And that's going to be an over and back. So with 31.3 seconds remaining in the half, that ball goes over to Elsberry. A rare turnover tonight for Christian. That ball went out of bounds off of Christian High School. And it went off of Colby Bolden. All right. Cody Thornhill with the ball now. Gets it over to St. Pierre. Colby Twellman up for 2 points, and it does not get it, but he goes up again. 10 seconds remaining. Christian brings it down fast. Puts it up. No good. Tip in by number 54, Nathan Lund. So that ends the first half with the score 48 for Christian and 5 for Elsberry. Don't even know what to say about this. This is as lopsided a game as I've ever seen, I think. So anyway, in the first half, the scoring for Elsberry was a Jake Reimel with a 3-pointer and Caden Kinsler with 2 points. And for Christian, we have a Ray Horry with 10 points, R.J. Horry with 2, Dane Bishop with 2, Roddy Alexander with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points. Kalen Black with 4 points. Christian Davis with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 points. Colby Bolden with 2 and Nathan Lund with 2. And all of those added up equal 48. So, again, I can't think of anything good to say about this half. So I think I'll just not say anything at all. Let's see, Reimel was at the free throw line one time, and he missed the one shot. And that was it. That was the only time that Elsberry was at the free throw line. Let's see. Christian had 1, 2, 3, 4 free throws. They had 4 free throws and 2 misses. So they were 4 for 6 from the free throw line. So let's just get this halftime over with and move on to the second half.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, Your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird looks showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Okay, here we are with the third quarter. Kind of hard to get too awful excited here. Christian with the ball, and a rare mistake for them tonight. And Elsberry steals it and comes up, and there's a three-pointer for Jack St. Pierre. And a travel for Christian. So here's St. Pierre bringing it up the court again. Jake Reimel gets it into Gabriel Hill. St. Pierre again out on the outside. And a pass up the middle to Christian. And there's 2 points for Ray Horry. Reimel gets it across the line. Jack St. Pierre drives the baseline. Couldn't get the shot to drop, but he does draw the foul. So St. Pierre is going to be on the line for 2 shots. Score is 50-8 early in the third quarter. St. Pierre with the first one of 2. Second shot is no good, and Christian with the rebound. They have it on the outside, and he looked at a three-pointer, no good. But there's St. Pierre. Jake Reimel underneath and couldn't get the shot to drop. And the rebound went over to Reimel, but he had been out of bounds. Christian brings it up slowly. 3-point shot there, and it's good for Ray Horry. It's his third three-pointer of the night. Another three-point attempt for Jack St. Pierre. Gabriel Hill with 2 attempts, and he gets one to fall in. And that's his first 2 points of the night. There's another three-point attempt. No good, and St. Pierre comes up with the rebound. That was Ray Horry trying that three-pointer. Jake Reimel tried to drive it in, but the ball stripped out of his hands. And there's Ray Horry with another 2 points with the layup. Joel Mound with the ball now. Gets it to Eli Gladney, and the ball's knocked right out of his hands. And there was another 2 points for Roddy Alexander. Pass broken up by R.J. Horry. Out of bounds to Elsberry. St. Pierre has it. Over to Joel Mound, into Gabriel Hill. He puts the ball up, and no good. Gets his own rebound, and ball is stripped out of his hands. The ball just, number 24, Christian Davis, just kept getting his own rebounds and kept putting it up till it finally fell in. 59-11 is the score. Joel Mound with the ball now on the outside, covering him very close. Gets the ball, tries to get the ball over to Jake Reimel, and it goes off of his hands out of bounds. Christian takes over. .403 remaining in the third quarter. Another three-point attempt, and it does not go in, but Christian does get the rebound. See who has the ball here. Okay, the ball back out to number 1, I believe it is, Ray Horry. Yeah, he's got the ball out on the point. There's number 10, Zori Dotson in the game. Three-pointer, no good. And Kalen Black with another 2 points. Score is 61-11, 50-point lead for Christian. Pass broken up by Christian. How many times have I said that tonight? And number 24, Christian Davis, another 2 points. Kinsler with the ball now. All right, that reach-in foul there on Ray Horry. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Ray Horry. That's his first foul of the night. Bad pass into Cody Thornhill. And there's number 24, Christian Davis, with another 2 points. Reimel drives into baseline and puts a shot up, and it's no good. Rebound to Christian. And layup was no good. Who's this foul on? That foul was on Christian Davis. That's his second. And another pass stolen by Christian. And that was Zori Dotson with his first 2 points of the night. And there was Colby Twellman with a nice little run underneath for 2 points. Another 2 points at that end for Zori Dotson. Elsberry gets it down across the timeline. Jake Reimel drives underneath. The shot will not drop. And pass ahead to Christian. And their player, number 12, Dane Bishop, looked like he got a tripped under on his own feet. So the ball in now, and here's Kinsler with the ball. He tries to drive in and couldn't do it. But the ball goes out of bounds off of Christian. So Jake Reimel out of bounds with it, gets it into Gabriel Hill. Reimel tries to drive in. Kobe Twellman hits a brick wall. There's Eli Gladney for 3, and he hits it. Christian quickly up the court. There's a 3-point attempt, and it's good for R.J. Horry. And at the other end of the court, Jake Reimel takes a long pass, and he is attacked. That foul is on Colby Bolden. It's his third foul of the night. So that puts Jake Reimel on the line. First shot is good. Second shot is no good, and there's some sort of a violation. I guess a lane violation on Christian gives Reimel another shot. And he hits that one. So with 3.7 seconds remaining in the third quarter, 72-18 is the score. They get the ball in deep, puts it up, and nothing there. So at the end of 3 quarters, the score of this so-called ball game is 72-18. Christian High School over the Elsberry Indians. Let's take another quick break here.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
All right. We are back for the final 8 minutes of this game, and I'm sure this is going to be a running clock with a 72-18 score. I think it takes 30-point differential to be a running clock, and they could almost run it twice as fast. Yeah, because it's going on a 60-point differential. So St. Pierre has the ball, gets it over to Joel Mound. He's out at the head of the key. St. Pierre with the three-pointer, no good, and Christian with the rebound. There's a pass to the outside, and they're running it around the perimeter now. Gets the ball into the inside to number 12. And Christian keeps getting all the rebounds. That was Dane Bishop with that miss. So we're going to have jump ball. Alternating possessions goes over to Christian. I should say they maintain possession of it. Long three-point shot attempt. No good. Here's another three-point attempt, and it's good for Caden McMullen. His first points of the night. Gabriel Hill with a shot attempt, nothing doing, and Christian down at the other end has it out on the point. They're trying to set up a play. There's another three-point attempt, and it's good. That is Caden McMullen for his second three-pointer. So now there is a 60-point differential. Joel Mound almost had it stolen from him. He attempted a three-pointer, and it was no good. And down here at the other end, there is Colby Bolden for 2 points. Elsberry's back down the court. St. Pierre has it. 5.5 minutes remaining. Joel Mound had the ball almost stolen from him by Colby Bolden, but Bolden was called for the foul. That's a fourth foul on Bolden. He comes out of the game. Gabriel Hill trying to drive. And I believe he picked up a foul. Four and a half minutes remaining. Okay, Eli Gladney with a quick three-point shot, no good. Rebound to Christian. Three-point shot, no good. Christian rebound is up and no good, and I believe we have a foul called here. That foul is called on Joel Mound. It's his second of the night. Puts Caden McMullen on the line for, I'm sure, 2 shots. First one's up and no good. McMullen with his second shot, and it is good. 81-18. Three-point for Jack St. Pierre, no good. Hill was up with the rebound, but I believe he draws a foul. I was going to have an over-the-back foul there. And that's the 7th team foul on Christian this half, so that brings up a 1-and-1. That foul was on Caden McMullen. It's his second. Hill for the first shot, no good. Ball off of Christian's foot, but they managed to hold on to it. Ball stolen by Joel Mound. Puts it up and in. It's his first 2 points of the night. And he does it again. Gets the ball underneath and draws a foul. And he's going to get 2 shots. So Joel Mound to the line with 2 shots. 1.5 minutes remaining. First shot is no good. Second shot is good. Well, less than a minute to go in this ball game. And all I can say is let's get it over with. Christian with the ball. Get it down on the baseline. Get it in deep to Nathan Lund. And there was a player on their team that I don't even have on my roster. And another 2 points there for Colby Twellman. 15 seconds to go. And I think Christian's just going to hold on to it. They got 5 seconds. And that is the end of the ball game. And it was not pretty. 83-23 is the final score. Christian High School over the Elsberry Indians. And again, that is absolutely nothing good I can say about this game. We just have to move on from it and don't let it get them down. In scoring tonight, we had Joel Mound with 3 points, Jack St. Pierre with 4 points, Eli Gladney with 3 points, Caden Kinsler with 2 points, Colby Twellman with 4, and Jake Reimel with 5, and Gabriel Hill with 2. So that puts Jake Reimel as the high scorer with 5 points. And not to be mean, but that's sad. And got a couple players with 4 points. That's Jack St. Pierre and Colby Twellman. And 2 players with 3, Joel Mound and Eli Gladney, and Gabriel Hill follows up with 2 points. For the Christian High School Eagles, they have all kinds of points here. Number 1, Ray Horry has, let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. He's got 17 points. Caden McMullen has 7 points. Zori Dotson had 4 points. R.J. Horry had 5 points. Dane Bishop with 2 points. Roddy Alexander had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14 points. And Kalen Black with 6 points. Christian Davis, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. He had 20 points in this game. All of those were 2-point shots except for a couple of free throws. And Colby Bolden with 4 points. And Nathan Lund with 2 points. And then an unidentified number 4 with 2 points. I'm not going to bother adding all those together, but those should add up to 84 points, or 83 points. Like I said, final score 83-23. And now that puts, get this bracket filled out here. That puts Elsberry on this side. Yeah. 83-23, and Christian on the right side of the bracket. So the next boys game, Thursday night, December the 5th, at Thursday afternoon, I should say, at 3:30 p.m. It's going to be Elsberry taking on Lutheran St. Charles. That'll be in the second round action. And also that night on the winter side at 6:30 p.m. is going to be this same Christian team that you just saw versus Winfield. And we're getting ready now. I'm not going to be broadcasting, but we're getting ready now to be watching Timberland versus the St. Louis Knights. And St. Louis Knights, they're ranked 7th, and Timberland's ranked 2nd. And then after that is Fort Zumwalt East versus Warrenton. East being the 3rd ranked and Warrenton being the 6th ranked team. So that is the game from tonight. Now tomorrow night I'll be back here. Let me pull out my girls bracket here. Tomorrow night I'll be back again broadcasting the 8 o'clock game. It'll be the number 2 ranked Lift for Life versus the number 3 ranked Elsberry Lady Indians. That'll be the second round action. And again, the winner of that game goes on to play for the championship, and the loser will play for 3rd place. So be sure and join me tomorrow evening at approximately 7:45. Like I said, it's an 8 o'clock game, but tournaments can't always be right on time, so just keep watch on your YouTube channel. Keep watch on that, and I'll be going on the air anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes before the game. A lot depends on how much time they put between the games. But that's where I'll be tomorrow night, and Wednesday night we'll be that is Wednesday night. Thursday night, be right back here at 3:30 in the afternoon Thursday for the Elsberry Lutheran St. Charles game for second round action. So I'm going to say good night for now and get this wrapped up. And thank you, everybody, for listening. And this is Kenny Masterson for the Indian Sports Network. And I'm saying good night from Winfield for now. Good night, everybody.